I was born in Nigeria. I came to this country when I was a toddler.
Yes.
And my parents went to different places looking for the American dream. You know, they worked odd jobs. My dad went from a cashier to a manager, and to thank that company for making him a manager, he named his daughter after that company, Wendy. So I stand before you as a testament to the American dream. But it hasn't been an easy journey because I felt like I was always an outsider of sorts, right? Like whether that's because we moved to different states and I was always the new girl, or whether that's because I'm Nigerian and growing up in Durham, North Carolina, where that was different. It was always like me trying to be a chameleon to some extent of my life. And then me finally getting to a point in my life where I'm like, no, I'm Wendy. And it's okay to be different.
So how did you keep your identity intact? Like, how did you keep your self-esteem up when you're dealing with so many outside peer pressure?
We have a side that we know, and we have a side that we show the world. So the side I showed the world was I wore Jordans, I had every sneaker, I was the captain of my basketball team, I did all of the check marker things that made you the cool kid. But in my own home, I watched Jeopardy. I was able to navigate through my childhood, my adolescence, was having the ability to turn it on and turn it off, turn it on and turn it off. It was good to the outside world, but it was bad to me because there came a point in my life when I had to decide, well, who are you?
Yeah.
And I feel like, it's jumping ahead a little bit, when I joined the show, people, Real Housewives of Potomac, people didn't understand how I could occupy the space of a professor, but also get plastic surgery. Like, they're like, no, professors don't dress like you. Professors don't look like you. Professors don't get their nails done. So I want to introduce you guys to my new friends, Happiness.
Happiness?
And the truth is, I am a multi-hyphenate, not just in my career, but in who Wendy is.
Yeah.
I occupy different spaces. And it's okay to be like that.
Then what made you decide to basically join, like, essentially the high professional sports version of high stakes femininity?
We are in what you call high stakes femininity with housewives. It's funny because before I started Housewives, I asked my mom and my husband, do you think I should do it? And they both said yes. They both said, why not? My husband said, why not? We have nothing to hide. My mom said, you've done everything that any Nigerian daughter would do. You have the degrees, you have the husband. Thank you for living your life for me. Now go do what you want to do. I was like, what do I have to offer this show? Aside from being the first Nigerian housewife in franchise history, I was like, you know, one thing that I wish I always saw growing up was a nerd. I wish I saw a popular nerd to let me know it's cool to read books. Because sometimes, even when I watch what my kids watch, it's like you're either popular or you're a nerd.
Exactly.
Media always portrays it like it's one or the other. No, you can be a popular nerd. And for me, that's what I was. And I said to myself, no, I'm not going to sit here and talk about having $1 million homes. I'm not going to sit here and talk about having $1 million bags. But what I will talk about is my 4 degrees.
Having a PhD, less than 2% of the world has that. More people actually have an MD than a PhD. So I would feel as black women.
I'm married to a doctor of business, so let us be clear.
Oh, okay,
so
but that's not a PhD. So
I
let me finish.
Education.
And I'm married to a Juris Doctor.
And you know
he
what?
has 4 degrees, I have 4 degrees.
Let me let you
Hold
finish.
on, 8. You always talk about you uplift women.
I do.
You uplift black women.
I do.
Well, God damn it, it's an accomplishment for a black woman to have a PhD, so you should be making light of it, you should be lifting it up.
What I know to be true is while you guys might have financial currency, I have educational currency. And yours will leave you when you are 6 feet under. I will take my brain with me when I'm 6 feet under. So my currency actually has more weight than yours. So tote your cars, tote your money. I'm toting my degrees.